Om Shanti. Hello everyone. Welcome to your next normal. Today I wanted us to spend some time in reflection, in contemplation, in meditation. I woke up, and many of us around the world woke up to the news. Our beautiful Pope Francis passed away at the age of 88. And as I woke up early in the morning and I heard the news through a text, I remembered my first encounter when he visited Washington D.C. He walked into the room, and before he walked into the room, there was an overwhelming wave of love. And I thought how refreshing it was. How refreshing it was to feel this instrument of God at that particular time carrying such a wave of love and compassion. Had never heard of him. I didn't know his biography other than he was appointed the new Pope and he was visiting D.C. I had the privilege of being in his presence. And so with that said, I thought that we would dedicate this next normal to a child of God who gave so much of himself to humanity, to the changes that he made. But more so, I just want to focus on the service to the soul. If you watched our show last week, we said goodbye to Dadi Ratan Mohini. She was the last remaining original member of the Brahma Kumaris. And we thought how incredibly significant her departure meant. It's like there was no one else who was going to tell us the tales of the beginning of their times. There is there's an accumulation and a stability and a presence of the divine that these elders carry. And I'm not going to compare Pope Francis with other popes. I want us to simply be grateful. Grateful for the changes he tried to offer society. And just imagine for a moment when you're called by God to serve and you enter into a large institution that has been formed and shaped before you entered into it. They're set in their ways. And for Pope Francis to bring the compassionate heart that he carried and to balance that with administrational responsibilities, it was a huge endeavor. As Pope, he's witnessed wars. He's witnessed leaders of dictatorship nature. He's witnessed having to clean up his own church, what it means, cases of the priests. But I still felt like he was compassionate, he cared. As they say, he was the Pope of the people. When a soul is entrusted into a position of power, there are two ways the soul decides to go. whether to serve its own ego at the cost of the lives of its people, or to serve God at the rise and the concern of people's existence. Because you have power, you have an opportunity to make a difference. This particular soul, Pope Francis, rose to the heights of caring for the people, whether it was a child or a prisoner or a poor person or a rich person. If you look at his legacy, he stayed the same. Humble. You could see that. Compassionate. You could see that. Maybe in the last 5 or so years, you could see the wear and tear of the position. And what I'm asking all of you out there today to do, whatever your religious beliefs are, I'm not Roman Catholic. I don't care. He's still God's child. He was Baba's special child. And because of that, he deserves our good wishes, our pure feelings, our blessings as his soul departs the part of Pope Francis. And I call upon each and every one of you watching today. Let's go into a meditation for the soul and experience our connection of peace and love from God. And wherever his soul is and whatever his soul is doing, he will feel our blessings and our good wishes. No need for sadness. No need for sorrow. But there must be something significant in this departure right after Easter Sunday. There's got to be something deep there that our limited egos cannot define. Right after Easter Sunday? What is the message of the departure at this time? There are bombs being released on countries today. There are leaders who are treating human beings like they were dogs. Actually, dogs have been treated even better than some humans. There are leaders who are trying to serve their ego, which we look back in history, there's nothing but rubbles and stones and a statue. And if you didn't give enough love and respect or raised your people, throughout history you are known to be someone evil. So however many births you take, the vibrations of people reading about you historically, oh, he was evil. He was not a good leader. He was a bad man. And of course, the people who supported people like Alexander the Great, like Hitler, for example, of course, those people believed maybe they were helping his cause, or maybe they were scared to death. You never know. But for Pope Francis to have the amount of power that he had, he still wanted to help people. Santosh, do you have some images of the Pope? He wanted to help the people. He wanted to serve the people. He wanted to help. And when you thought about the aspect of this huge institution that is upholding, it's supposed to uphold the compassion, empathy, simplicity, strength, kindness, love, to uphold the message of Christ to your best ability for humanity to live a good life. It's truly a remarkable time. So what we'd like to do is to go into meditation as we say goodbye to this special soul that has played such a unique part on the world stage. I don't know a single person who doesn't know the Pope. Pope Francis, born of humble means in Argentina, to becoming the Pope of the Vatican and of the people. Thank you for everything you've offered us. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your humility and your kindness. Thank you for the overwhelming love I felt when you walked into the room, reminding me that the love is already there in me. Thank you for your courage to initiate change. Thank you for your sacrifice in doing the best you could in showing the love of the Father, the Supreme Being, the Supreme Soul. And thank you for offering an example of one of God's very special children, the soul of Jesus in Christ. I know you did the best you could. And I think it's so important as your soul moves on to know that we're so grateful for your love, your service, your care for all people, and your care for the environment. Even your concern for the institution that you stood as the example for. We thank you. You truly were a child of God. Om Shanti, and we hold this moment. the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu es l'image de Dieu. I hold you in my heart. Tu es l'image de l'amour. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu sei la luce di Dio. I hold you in my heart. Tu sei il volto dell'amore. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of God. The face of God. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are a part of me. A part of me. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. Eres la luz de Dios. I hold you in my heart. Eres la cara del amor. You know, as I look at life, it just still hits me. Why people fight so much with each other. It's such a much beautiful world to live in when there's love and respect for all people. For all people. You know? So let's go to AI and take a look at some of the, what would you say, achievements most loved for? What was Pope Francis most loved for? His humility, compassion, focus on mercy and inclusivity, all the things I love. Number 1, simplicity and humility. He chose to live in a modest guest house instead of the luxurious apostolic palace, and he often rides in a simple car instead of a limousine. These choices endeared him to many as a people's pope. Number 2, he focused on the poor and the marginalized. He consistently speaks out for the poor, refugees, and the oppressed. His concern for social justice and economic inequality resonates with many, both within and outside the Catholic Church. Number 3, emphasis on mercy and forgiveness. He called for more compassionate church, famously saying, "Who am I to judge?" When asked about gay priests, his message of mercy struck a chord with those seeking a more welcoming and non-judgmental church. Environmental advocacy. In his encyclical Laudato Si, he called for urgent action on climate change, framing care for the earth as a moral issue. This broadened his appeal beyond religious circles. Number 5, efforts at reform. He has pushed the reform in the Vatican, including financial transparency and addressing clerical abuse, though these efforts have been met with great challenge. Number 6, bridge building across faiths and cultures. Pope Francis has prioritized interfaith dialogue and peacemaking, traveling to places like the Middle East and definitely bridging and building a divide and building unity. We lost a giant for humanity's sustenance, and my question to you is, you're living a life of simplicity and sincerity. I just briefly looked at a little clip before coming on, and BBC, and a lot of people were at the Vatican just looking. Majority of people are phones and they're smiling, and I hope you'll forgive me if I sound a little judgmental, and I don't mean to at all. But as I was looking at the image, I was asking myself, how many souls that are standing there are in the remembrance of God? And how many souls are living in a spiritual way, a God-loving way? And I even asked that for myself in my life. How much am I really living godly? Yes, I do. I know I do. But even more, this empathy, compassion, care, cleanliness of the mind, the spirit, the heart. You're dressed, you're clean, you're proper, you're noble, you're decent. You're not chasing after illusions. You're satisfied with the good that you are as a person. That's God's way. Just a question. Let's go to the beautiful Sister Gita effect as we come to a close of our show today.
Reflection on self-healing. I give myself time and space. I let the external rubbish fall away, and I look for the original beauty of my own inner being. In silence, I discover the original, pure, loving being that I am. Seeing my original purity, I begin to love myself. I value and respect myself. I hold this vision of my original pure state of being. Acknowledging and honoring this, I also accept the mistakes I have made and the weaknesses that I have had. Now, with courage and determination for transformation, I let go of the things of the past. As I allow them to dissolve and fade away, I can forgive myself. I am able to have mercy for myself. I forgive. I let go, and I can forget. As I do this, the scars and the wounds that I carry begin to heal, and the silence becomes sweet, a silence filled with joy. It is called bliss. I have started on a journey of becoming whole, of filling myself with contentment, so that the empty spaces that caused fear and anxiety previously are filled, and there is no more space for negativity. In my original state, I was pure. I let this knowledge emerge. I keep it and watch. I watch guard over it so that nothing can touch this beauty and purity again. I hold love in my heart for this original pure state of being, and I resolve to use it in my life as much as I can from now on. Om Shanti, greetings of peace, and have a wonderful, contemplative, reflective day.
Thank you, Sister Gita. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Joanne Cochran. He will be missed as a wonderful leader for Christians. Time for all of us to become the leaders of those we follow, to step into their shoes. So true. We can't wait for a person to give us permission to be our best. Time is telling us it's time that we step into our best role. You don't need a religious or a spiritual leader to look up to be your best person. Together we are that. Banuban, hello. Om Shanti. Pope Francis profoundly touched the lives of so many. Angela, good morning. Mukesh, Christine, Lilawati, Dr. Lo, Tulis, Kumari, Kailash, Jackie Woodside. When a soul is entrusted to a position of power, what a powerful thought, yes. Yukti, Mukesh, Madhya, Mayak, Shobna, Ed Robus. Pope Francis truly represents humility and service. Dinesh, love how spirituality and compassion are uniting here tonight. Jokes Guru, this energy is so healing. Thank you, Sister Jenna. Om Shanti to all beings. Anita, Travel Qua, feeling so calm and centered right now. What a beautiful tribute. Eb, certified lady honoring Pope Francis with love and light from India. Thank you, certified locally. Dinesh, Eid Rob, Indu, Annette, thank you all so much. Chaya, Om Shanti. Hey, sometimes you just don't know what else to say. Be godly. Be loving. Be pure. Thanks for joining us. Take care.